Okay, so hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Patty, the Dazzling Diva. I am a part-time reseller on sites such as Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And what I have for you today are my sales for the last part of the month on Poshmark and the whole month of Mercari. I decided to go ahead and do the whole month of Mercari. I was supposed to do a video earlier this month on the sales from the 1st to the 15th, but it was only like 4 sales. Mercari at one point had taken over Poshmarks in terms of how many sales I was making. And so it seems to have taken a little bit of a dive. I don't know if it's because of the approaching summer, if it's because of them passing on the charges to the buyer or what is going on. But after I do the sales video, I'm going to take a look at my sales stats from Mercari and Poshmark since the beginning of the year to kind of see if I notice a trend, if it's just in my mind that it has dropped off a whole lot. Maybe it wasn't doing as great before the change, but I'm definitely noticing more of a difference in the terms of amount of sales that I am making. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you want to see what is selling on Mercari since the change and also what I'm selling on Poshmark, make sure to go ahead and stay tuned. And if you find anything helpful during the video, make sure you go ahead and hit me a like so that way I know that you're enjoying the content, and make sure to hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new videos. I'm going to start doing some thrift with me's. I have some cameras that just came in that I'm going to be trying out this week. So make sure that you stick around to check that out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with my Mercari sales for the whole entire month. I did not have very many, but I'll go ahead and show you what they were. But the good thing about Mercari, in case you did not know, Mercari does have 0 fees. So whatever price you see that I sold it for is what I received for the item. So first we have this Alfani women's blouse. Nice blouse. Got an offer for $10.50. This wasn't getting a whole lot of attention, so I just went ahead and sold it for the $10.50. Next, I've had this for a little bit. I got it in a toy lot. It is a Marvel Spider-Man bank, but it surprisingly sold for an offer of $15. Then we have this loose Power Rangers figure. This came in a toy lot as well. And when I say toy lot, a lot of times at the thrift stores, they'll have like a bag of toys that are only like $1 or $2, and I pick them up if I see something in there that's interesting. And this was probably one of the figures that I saw, because I know that Power Rangers action figures tend to sell well. They don't take up a lot of storage space, so I do go ahead and pick them up when I can find them in lots. And so this sold for $8. Then we have this new hair hat. I came across a bunch of hats in a thrift store, and they looked like they were barely worn. In this thrift store, it's a church thrift, and I do think that some places do sometimes give them new merchandise. I know they get some stuff from Walmart and Target, so I'm wondering if this was from a sports store that is close by. But at any rate, it sold for $21.38, and this seems like I sent out on Mercari. You can have where you can send out offers to likers, or you can promote your whole store. And when they do that, I don't know what percentage they take off of whatever price that you had it set at, but it goes out to everybody. So $28.38, I don't send out offers in that amount, so it had to have been something like that. Then we have these bluey furniture sets. As you can see, it wasn't in perfect condition. I did not know what this was. This is why Google Lens is your best friend. This did sell. These two little chairs sold for $10. Bluey Housing Accessories sell fairly well. The figures, like I have a figure, sometimes the figures can take a minute to sell, but the accessories that goes to the houses and stuff sell well. This right here was a bad pickup that I had made a while back. It had like a whole bunch of 101 Dalmatians, and I only paid like a couple of dollars for a lot of them, but they have been sitting for a long time. And so I finally did sell this lot of 3. They offered me $6.75 and I did take it. We have this Disney Parks hat. I picked this up at the same time I picked up the other hats. Really cute hat. I like the retro style of it. Did sell for $12. The buyer did ask that I send out quickly, and I do send my stuff out in at least 2 to 3 business days anyways, because she was going on a trip to Disney World. This is a really nice top. I had never heard of it before. I got it in a Goodwill blue box when they did the clothing lots, and the surprising thing about the Goodwill lots is they'll have like key type brands that sell well. It'll be brands that I've never heard of before, but they sell fairly well. And so this one sold for an offer of $20. Then we have these Vampirina figures. Vampirina is not a character that sells well for me, so I went ahead and lotted her up with this little witch. And they both sold for an offer of $5. Next, this is some retail arbitrage. I came across a lot of these in the store, and they were still within the expiration date. And I figured, like, with summer coming up, people taking a lot of pictures and all this, they're going to want a nice pearly smile for all those summer pictures. So this did sell for $25. Picked this book up. I thought it was really interesting. Got this in the Amazon Amazon return store that we used to have in nearby. Unfortunately, it closed, and because on Wednesdays everything was 50 cents. On Tuesdays it was $1, so I probably paid 50 cents for this book. It did sell for $24. Next, we have another hat that looked like it was pretty much new, like the other hat. Well, it is new. It has like the little cardboard inside of it. It did sell for an offer that I sent out for $20.50. So that was all for MERCARI for like the whole entire month. 2, 3. We had 12 sales for the whole entire month, which was not great. So we'll see what June has in store, but it seems like, my sales have steadily declined on there. I will be taking a look after I go over my Poshmark sales for the end of the month. I did go back and look at from January to now, what my percentages were as far as sales goes. So I will be taking a look at that as soon as I'm finished with the Poshmark sales. But now let me go ahead and go into Poshmark. We have these Carmark cheeky jeans. I have had these since last summer. They did not sell last summer, but someone sent me an offer for $20. I went ahead and accepted. Then we have this dry fit boys graphic t-shirt. It came to me in a Goodwill blue box lot. I don't really pick up a lot of children's clothes. I sent out an offer of $11 with $2.98 shipping, and someone did accept. I only, after Poshmark fees and everything, I only earned $5.70 because on Poshmark, anything $15 and under has an automatic $2.95 Poshmark fee. But I only pay like a couple of dollars for this in the lot. So or in the mystery haul. So I still double my money and it is now gone. It's an important thing. So another thing that came in the Goodwill Blue Box, it was the Sonoma shorts. Sonoma is sold at Kohl's. These were new with tags and they sold for the $12. Next, we have this Ultra State. I've had this for a very long time. If you can see this marble backdrop, I have not used that in probably at least 3 or 4 years. The thing about this shirt, though, is that it always gets so much attention, but no matter what kind of offers I seem like sent out, people seem to not want to take them. But someone finally accepted an offer of $14 for this. We have this Lucky brand. This was a bit of retail arbitrage. They had this on, I think it was for $5. Someone sent me an offer of $15. So have the $3 Poshmark fee, but I still ended up doubling my money even after the fees. So it's a pretty good pickup. These coasters are really nice and fun and cheeky. There's the El Arroyos. They're famous for the sayings that they have on their signs. And so now they're made into coasters and like other things. Someone sent me an offer of $12 and I had them listed for a lot more, but I have had these for a very long time. So I went ahead and took the $12. Next, this was a great find. It was a lot of um, Wizard of Oz postcards, and the thrift that I got it from had them listed. I think it was like 40 cents for the whole booklet. So um made a really good profit on this. It sold for $21. Next, we have this cute Lily Rose top, and I received an offer of $10. And although it was a cute baby doll top, it's not, and I don't think it's a brand that is sought after a lot. So I went ahead and accepted the $10 offer because I did get this in a mystery lot. So I only paid a couple of dollars. This was a surprise. When I got this, I had no idea what this thing was. But it turned out to be a blogger favorite, and it blown up on TikTok. This specific style from Zara, the corset style and the strapless, and so it did sell on an offer of $52. And although Poshmark fees were $10.40, I still made $41.60. And then in the jeans thread up box that it came into, I think I paid less than, it came out with me paying less than $3. And this is with the jeans that I ended up keeping. It was still under $3 for per pair of jeans. So that is a really, really good profit that paid for the whole box. We have this cute coffee mug. I thought about keeping for myself, but nice. It was nice and quality. It's pure one. Very heavy, very substantial, and it did sell for $15. Next, we have this cute Veggie Tales. I have never watched any of the cartoons, but they are popular and the characters are popular. And so this sold for the full asking price of $19. And lastly, we have this really pretty, I love the color on this, like a goldenrod, like a really pretty yellow, knitted, and it was vintage, and it did sell on an offer of $20. And so as you can see, I sold as much in the half part of the month for Poshmark as I sold for all of Mercari. But it is good to have multiple platforms. You have your stuff on multiple platforms. That way, if one is not selling, it can be somewhere else. I do use Vendoo to cross list. It's nice and economical. The thing I like about Vendoo as well is it's perfect for a part-time reseller because I start off with the lower package and then I add 20 items as needed for the month, so I don't have to worry about having a higher tier package and then losing it if I'm not listing as much that month. So, but let's take a look at my percentage of sales ever since January, and I am using Reseller GD to do this, to pull my reports. It does make gathering data really, really simple. But in January, and I don't know why they have the colors so similar. I don't like that they do this, but I already know that the bigger part right here, the 64%, is obviously eBay. That's where I make most of my sales. And as you can see, it says Patty's Closet, which is my name on eBay. Everywhere else, I'm the Dazzling Diva. But I've been on eBay for a long time, and I just got on to Poshmark the last couple of years. But anyways, as you can see, 64% is with eBay. But then in January was a pretty good month for me. But Mercari is in the dark blue. And then you have Poshmark. As you can see, they are pretty much neck and neck in January. Then you have February. Poshmark pulls away a little bit more from Mercari. I only did 12% of my sales on Mercari, 20% on Poshmark, and of course 6% on eBay. Then in March, is when they went to no fees for sellers, but a lot of fees for the buyers. And you can see what happened in March. I only got 7% of my sales in March from Mercari and 17% from Poshmark. So Poshmark wasn't doing that great either. But then, like 3/4 of my sales almost came from eBay for that month. And then lastly, we're going to look at April, because for some reason, May sales are not on my reseller Genie. I need to look into why that is. But right now, it's getting a little bit better. But as you can see, for this month, I got 50% more sales on Poshmark than I did in Mercari. But in April, I did 16% in Mercari and 22% on Poshmark. So all in all, I am satisfied with the extra income that I'm getting from them, because it is, about what, 20, 25 sales that I wouldn't have had if I was only on eBay. So that is why I think it is great to diversify at least to one other platform. Even if you don't want to spread out across a lot, these three are the only ones that I do. I don't really want to be everywhere, especially in terms of keeping up with something sells somewhere. Although Vendoo does have a great system where they can detect the sales and delist them automatically from other platforms. The only thing about that is I do end and sell similar with eBay. And of course, eBay turns over every 30 days. So you still have to make sure, because you don't want to sell something on eBay and not have the product, because it can definitely affect your account with them. They will punish you for not having items. And if you do it too many times, your account gets dinged, and you could lose privileges and amount of items that you can sell, and it's like a whole thing. So if you ever sell on somewhere and sell something on eBay as well, if you're close to that 2% defect rate, I will definitely cancel the other platform, even if you were making more, because you don't want your eBay account to not be in good standing, because sometimes it can take a while to get it back. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you found something useful, some things that are selling right now, and leave a comment below what's selling well for you. And have you noticed Mercari? If you sell on Mercari, how are the sales there? Or if you sell on Poshmark, how are your sales there? Because I feel like my sales on Poshmark have taken a hit as well. But this was just Poshmark and MERCARI, and I am dropping the eBay sales within the next couple of days. So make sure you go ahead and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when that video hits. And thank you so much for listening. Talk to you later. Have a great day.